Hi, welcome back. So I've got a request for glutes exercise, some core and arms. So first, what we need is, as you can see, a mat, a chair, and determination. Okay, so first thing we're going to cover is working on the glutes. So we're going to break it up into, so actually there's 5 exercises. So these 5 exercises we're going to break up in 2 phases. So the first phase is 3 exercises. You're going to do superset all 3 into 3 to 4 sets. So break it up in cycles, so 3 to 4 cycles of it, and then another phase of 2 exercises. So altogether 5 exercises, 2 phases. First phase 3 exercises, complete all 3, and then you're going to complete the other 2, and then you're going to repeat each for 3 to 4 sets. So let's get to it. So the first exercise we're going to start off with is the sumo squats. Now there's a lot of variations of sumo squats. Now the things that you want to focus on is when you do the sumo squats, if you watch into my basic squat exercises in my previous videos, you do not want to use your knees to do your squats, so always using the hips. Now if you want to work on those guys, you need to use from the hips. So the sumo squats, so I'll stand in this position here. So you want to stand in a very wide stance, toes pointing out. And then what you want to do is ensure that your knee is always in line with your toes. Keeping knees in line with your toes. What you want to do is swinging your hips back. So swing your hips back, keeping the knees in line. So swing back and then swing your hips forward to squeeze in the glutes. Getting those guys to work. Now side view. So see my knee. So I'm swinging my hips back, so I feel that stretch and I feel that contraction. And I swing my hips forward and squeezing that glute in. So right in here. So swing back, drive forward. Swing back, drive forward. If it's too easy, you can use a loaded bag or weighted bag. Or if you have dumbbells or weights, you can hold it up here. Now, for those of you who have like the resistance bands, you can place it just above the knee. Alright, but always ensure, because of the resistance band, it's going to pull your knees in. Ensure that you really pry this to open up. Then you get that glutes to work. Okay, so but what we're going to work is we want to work on the 20 repetitions. We're going to break down from by 5s. So we're going to do partial reps 5, and then the last rep we're going to bring it all the way up. So something like this. I'm going to show you. So drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, squeeze, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 15. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 20. That's one set. And then we're going to superset that with ice skaters. Now, the ice skaters is quite challenging. If you find that it's very hard for you to get a balance, you can do it in a slow way. So you break down the movement. So starting from here, you're going to drive. So if you can, avoid dropping your foot back. So now, the thing is that from side view, if you look at, when I do this, I don't push my knee forward. So I am actually dropping it back. So I push my hip back. Okay? So 12 repetitions, this is considered as 1. The moment you feel your glutes and your hamstrings engage, hold it there, then drive it to the other side. So it's going to be done as, this is considered as 1. So 12 on each side. So the first exercise, the sumo squat, partial reps. The ice skaters, 12 reps on each side. And then the third exercise is the supine butterfly glutes contraction. Now, a lot of I see a lot of people doing this exercise doing it on a bench or a chair or on the floor, which is actually some of them doing it like this, in this way, and then they contract upwards. Now, what I find about doing it that manner, after a while, you get too much of contraction on your lower back. So this is one way that I have innovate or improvised by doing it facing upwards. Okay, so facing upwards, what I notice is, so same thing, the idea is actually to contract the glutes in. Now, so what you want to do, the first thing is ensure that palms facing up, crunching the abdominals, make sure there's no gap in your lumbar spine, which is your lower back. So you crunch that in. So you engage that lower abdominals or pelvic floor muscles, engage that, and then what you want to do is open up your knee. Push it against, like you want to press it down towards the floor. Keeping in mind that you have to ensure there is no gap on your lower back. So crunching it in, pry open up. Then you pry open up, you feel that glutes contracting. So you push your knees down like you're trying to lift, like you're trying to lift your glutes up using the glutes muscle. So crunch, press it in. Yeah, pry open up, squeeze. Don't forget the crunch on the abdominals, squeezing the glutes. So work on a 15 repetitions of that. So pry open and squeeze the glutes. So the first exercise, partial squat sumo, partial rep sumo squats, the ice skaters of 12 reps, and the supine position glute contraction. So 3 exercises, phase 1, repeat all 3 together, and then you're going to do, the next one is the curtsy lunge and one leg glute contraction, rotation. I'll break that down. Now, in my previous video, I also show you how to do the curtsies. Keeping it in line, squeeze the glutes back, drop, crosses over, get that contraction and drive that hip in. So 12 to 15 repetitions. Now, if you find it too easy, you can add a load on or weights here at the side. Okay, then you change side. So ensure that you really get that glutes to engage. So side view, when you cross this over, watch the knee, see it doesn't go forward, push it back, then you get the glutes to work. So swing, drive forward, squeeze the glutes. So 12 to 15 reps on each side. Now, the next one is the leg, one leg extended with glute rotation. Now, the thing about this is you might tend to get a little on the lower back, so what we want to ensure is the activation of your core, your pelvic floor muscles, your lower abdominals. So you can use chair to support yourself. So what you want to do, so I'll start with using my left side. So standing, using your right leg for support. Now arms relaxed. So what you want to do is keep this leg extended. Now what you want to do is, as you extend your leg here, you feel the glute contraction. Now what I want you to do is crunch it in. You notice as you crunch your abdominals and you extend your legs out, you feel more contraction on the glutes compared to doing this. This contracts more on the glutes. Now once you get that, what you want to do is add that rotation from the hip or the glutes. Rotate it out, then come back. Always ensure contraction here, rotate. So you rotate from the glutes. So in this, I'll show you. So crunch, stretch out, rotate. You can feel that glutes contracting in right up here. Squeeze it in. So on this side, crunch in, extend, you feel the glutes squeeze in, rotate. Rotate, do not use this, using your glutes to rotate. Glutes rotate. There you go. Squeeze that glutes in. Okay? So 12 to 15 on each side. So that you're going to superset with your curtsy lunges. So 5 exercises. So the first phase of 3, and then the 2 exercises of curtsies and leg extension with glute rotation. Okay? So that's all for glutes. 3 to 4 sets of each exercise or each phase. And next one we want to work is the core. Alright. So for the core, we're going to do is 3 exercises. We're going to work on the crunch roll-ups with arms up, or you can even add weight on. And then we're going to do the plank jumping jacks, and we're going to do the plank cross-body mountain climbers. Okay? So first, the crunch roll-ups. Keeping the feet flat. So what you do is peel your whole spine off the floor or on the mat. So hands up, crunch up, straight up. And as you lower down, make sure you lower down. Always ensure that this is the floor and this is your spine. You're going to like peel off your whole spine, and then you pace it back down, each vertebrae down, and then you peel off each vertebrae off. So all in control manner. Okay? So then you're going to do 12 to 15 repetitions. You're going to superset with your plank jumping jacks. Now, the plank jumping jacks. Push-up position. In line. Now, as you do this, now I notice a lot of people when we do plank, notice my hips going up and down. We want to maintain it straight at all time. Keep those guys tight. So in this position, keep it always in line. Maintain it that way. So that will keep it tight. Do not sink in the hips. So that is 12 to 15 reps. And then next we're going to do is the plank cross-body mountain climbers, 12 to 15 repetitions. Right? So you're going to crush this in all the way. Bring it all the way. When you come back, don't drop. Keep it in line. Touch and back. Touch and back. Don't focus on driving the knee. Focus on driving your hips and crunching those guys in. So 12 to 15 reps on each side. So you repeat all 3 exercises, and then you work on 3 to 4 sets of it. Then we're going to go through the arms, which what you need is the chair. Just place this at the side first. Because the first thing we want to do is the plank to push-ups. So I did this exercise on the previous videos. So the plank to push-ups. So we're going to start with the push-up position, dropping your elbow to where your palms is. Don't move your hips. Okay, so I'll show you on the right side. So where your palm is, where your elbow is going to be. Alright? And then place it here, don't open up. Don't close it too much, 45 degrees, come back up. Don't move your hips too much, control. Okay? So you're going to do 12 on each side, and then change 12 on the other side. But once you get that, one side of that, we're going to work onto the chair triceps push-ups. Okay, now the tricep push-ups, it's easy. So the thing we want to focus on is getting the triceps to work. It's not so much on the chest, but mostly on your triceps. So the position that you're going to be in, see where my palms is, my hands, keep the elbows in, watch this. So keep it close to the side, look far, close in, and up. So close and up. So close and up. Don't do this. Okay, so close the elbows in and up. So that gets the triceps to work. So 12 to 15 reps of that. And then you're going to superset that with your chair dips. Now, I don't really recommend doing chair dips because of positioning of your shoulder. But there's always another way to ensure that you do not put too much stress on your shoulders is the positioning of your hands. So you, instead of putting it like this, you want to put your fingers pointing out so that you can open up the chest. Now, so the positioning of this, lean forward, open up the chest, legs soft. What you want to do is lower down, keeping the back straight and up. Okay, so we're going to go forward a little bit more. So open up, lower down slow, and come back up. Control the movement. Now don't straighten your legs too much and don't bend too much. Just keep it soft. Try to lower down straight, keeping the back straight, and then all the way up. So 12 to 15 reps of that. Once you're done, so you repeat all 3 exercises of the triceps and you get it. So the whole routine is the glutes exercise, which comprise of 2 phases of 5 exercise. Then we have the core, which is 3 exercise, 1 phase. And then we have the triceps or the arms, which is 3 exercise, 1 phase. So altogether we have 4 phases, right? Alright, there you go. Simple glutes and core routine exercise that you can do at home. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if there's any other exercises that you need, and don't forget to subscribe. Have fun!